So students, you're welcome here in this video lecture again. So in last video lecture in this intercultural communication, we studied the conversationalism, conservationalism. Okay. So right now we'll move further. Again, we in last lecture we studied intellectual autonomy. Right now we'll discuss about the uh, affective autonomy. Okay, is extent of emphasis on affective stimulation and hedonism. Now again, according to Professor Shaw's, intellectual autonomy is a cultural emphasis. Intellectual autonomy is cultural emphasis on the desirability of individual independently perceiving their own ideas and intellectual direction. And affective autonomy is a cultural emphasis on the desirability of individual independently perceiving affectively positive experience, which is pleasure, exciting life, varied life. Okay, so these are the two concepts, that is intellectual autonomy and affective autonomy. So definition of pleasure or excitement are varied, could differ from the person next showed, and that is perfectly all right. You are free to choose. Your definition of pleasure is different, and the person who is behind you, his definition of pleasure is different. In other society, these things are you now again mentioned really, as these are the notions of what is right, what is the appropriate, what they should and should not be. This will in turn have an impact on the manner in which you conducive in business, and that is have relevant. It will turn have an impact on how the people who use the product respond to a customers. So it has a direct impact on the marketing strategy you use, the diffusion of newer ideas, new product into the market, on the organization structure, on the entire speed of your organization or your product of your service, the entire gamut of your team activities associated with the people who are ultimately going to make the business person, or going to make that business person a tycoon that you want to become. So these things will have will affect how things are considered acceptable, how people respond to you, and so on. The fourth thing here is hierarchy, very similar to power distance. Based on power distance, society's society's acceptance of a unequal distribution of power. Okay, so mastery is the society's desire. Mastery. Next point is mastery is the society's desire uh, to control it in own environment. And I will again refers to Professor Shaw's paper, and this is really this paper, you may get the reference of this paper at the end of the lecture. So according to Professor Shaw's, the mastery is the cultural emphasis on getting ahead through active self assertion, which is ambition, success, daring, and confidence. Okay, so what is said here, I will repeat here: the mastery is the cultural emphasis on getting ahead through active self-assertion, which is ambition, success, daring, and confidence, and opposing resolution of the issue to accept the world as it is, trying to fitting rather than to change or exploit. So by mastery we mean, again, it is a link to individual or communities, or the dynamism of communities, or the individual in the community, that must be in what of the converse or conversationalism. So conversationalism, we are, we will just listening, we must read. No way we have to gather ahead, we have to change, we have to be more efficient, we have to do this differently. Okay, so that is do we in our team or group in conservative manner. The egalitarian commitment is desire to forfeit selfish interest in favor of the group, and this is really going to referring to Professor Shaw's paper. Okay, so and the egalitarian is the cultural emphasis on the transparent test of selfish interest in favor of voluntary commitment, promoting the welfare of others, and it includes the qualities social justice, freedom, responsibility, and honesty. And this is essentially, this is to explain it in simple words, this is really the desire to forgo on your own interest, needs, desires in favor of the larger good of the or maximum good of the community. So again, it is the mentioned here, it is the desire to forfeit selfish interest to in favor of the group. Okay, so egalitarian is the means you reject the selfishness and you think about the means mostly you think about your own interest, means like you become selfish here, you have some selfish interest or motives behind doing the social work or social activities. So harmony is the ability to, next point is harmony, that is ability to harmonize with nature, and again according to Professor Shaws, it is cultural emphasis on fitting harmoniously into the environment. It includes unity with nature, protecting the environment and the world of the beauty is headache and stuff like that. Okay, so nature is not resource, it's a living friend, and I'm part of that. Life is exist around me and I am contributing to it, and if I'm looking after my environment, will look after me. Okay, we are so coexisting and helping each other. We are in a symbiotic relationship with each other, and we are growing together. So we have another study, that Trompnas study will refer to the age, the study by Trompnas, and this was conducted between, here in this next slide, between the 1980s and 1990. It was conducted on managers in 54 countries. Again, what are the Trompnas study and what are his concepts? So previously we observed the Schwarz study and his concepts. Right now we will study about the Trompnas study and his concept. See here, uh, according to the study, you see a lot of things coming up again and again. Some of these things are based on Hofstede, some of these things are based on the old ideas, some of these things are coming from the Professor Shaw's ideas. They are also connected. Some of the constant vision study, palindrome or universalism and particularism, which means does a universal set of rules always apply our gang cases be dealt with on an individual basis. So we need to have one set of rules for everybody, or do we need to give consideration to people with different kinds of needs? And it is not like people with special needs, one rules apply all people with special needs. No, by needs we do not need physical needs, we need emotional needs. hmm? we needs we needs values, we need different ideas. So that is particularism. We are focusing on particular individual. When we say universalism, we were really saying that all of our universal human need, we all have toys. Means we have all have toys, means 2 ears, one nose, one mouth, one two or two hand, 2 feet, and somewhat similar quantifiable energy level, quantifiable intellectual level, and quantifiable skill level, and we can quantify these things. We just measure our contribution to our environment, and we get rewards, we are treated according to the quantifiable contribution we make to us environment. Particularism typically deals with the qualitative contribution we make to our environment, and they cannot be measured, they are just considered similar. So means give due consideration to similarity rather than equality, individualism and communalism, communitism. In so communism is a very similar to the notion of individualism versus notion of individualism versus collectivism as expressed by Hofstede. So I'm not going to repeat this again. This is the society on the individual or the community which is more important. How does the community progress? Is it individual achievement or is it the achievement that are made or work that has done collectively? So with this very closely linked to that neutral or emotional. So these are the amount of feeling that is deemed acceptable to display publicly. Do we really need to go out or open our hearts up to somebody, or do we keep up feeling under check, and do we this do this is this is a closely justify the notion of personal bubbles. How tight are your personal bubbles? How tight our personal spaces? Do we have a close them? Do we have openings or personal spaces, or do we let people into a very personal areas? So this is about the uh, individualism. So specific versus this is about this is and next is specific versus diffuse. Specific versus diffuse is again, this is the really the notion of personal space that we have. As I showed you last time, he has some boundary that upwards. So everybody's business is everybody's business, or feeling or business or feeling. So life of the in the diffuse into the life, other two are present in environment. I suppose that boundary is very tight, and people not knowing what is going on is really going on in our life. Now we are all sharing only if what want to share. So my business is my business, and you mind your business. Okay, that type. So you in some other cultures, everybody business is everybody business, and it's fine. And this is small example. Just this morning, somebody sometimes someone asks yourself ask you about your personal things. Okay, you may give the answers or you may not give the answers, because it is your personal space, it is your individualism. Okay, so uh, one pact. So people not to interfere in your life, in your personal life. Okay, I simply say with the information going to help you, and that spirit in my cues the idea. Okay, means your personal information will be beneficial for anyone else, but you have no right to ask so much personal questions to other person. So in some places the number of people entering your personal space is less, uh, in other spaces is more. So achievement versus uh, accretion. The extent is the extent to which certain members of society are given the higher status. And here we are essentially talking about doing versus being. So I am not the values passed down in my family made me and to know the kind of value to I have supposed to people need to know, and what my parents did. So I can tell the members. But here in India, because in Indo-Pak partition, in many families were expected that means both the families were separated. Okay, and it will take the in what way the separate family live in different countries, either in Pakistan or India. So people are lost their houses, lost loved ones. So people just go back and said this here grandparents, and they say stop. But if you are mentioned here great grandparents and your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, the brothers and sisters and parents and everybody, and their level of education, it considered to have played a part in your upbringings and the part in who you have become today. So if my grandparents or your grandparents made some contribution to the society, then you are supposed to similar contribution and expect to make similar contribution. That is called here exception versus achievement versus exception. By the same token, if they are enjoyed a very good reputation among their colleagues in their community. Okay, just to mention here, you mention your grandparents name and you are known by your grandparents name, and that's fine. why we have our own. So our advantages and disadvantages to way we live. So in addition to that, what I do want to be want be level of achievement I have in my life is also linked to the achievements of my family members or my ancestors or your ancestors in their, you are from certain such family, so and so and so and so have been doing so well, you are also expected to do so well. So are you know these people are average, you perform is better to satisfy of your entire family, and the next 4 5 generations goes up because you done something exceptional. So it's has to be motivators all. So anyway, but these are the area of one on upon which people society people which people society is differing from one and another. The other thing here is the attitude towards time, how members of a society view the past, present and future. Okay, future is the past going to have an impact on the manner in which it do things today. Have I learned things from the past? How do you, the past is it an inter part of my family or past, there is something that should be buried, good or bad, past is past. So this is again connected to ascription and such like that. In addition to that, we have, I mean, what do you feel, how do I view the future? So how does you the present? So that where we have attitude towards time, the attitude towards the environment is again linked to the notion of how many expressed by Shaw's in his study. Do we have an urge ability to control nature, or does nature control us? So we have this, society believe in the next different, believe in the things differently because of a different kind of experience they have had. So the globe, another is a concept from the globe study. Let us see here. The globe study, globe here stand for global leadership and organizational behavior effectiveness. And this study was conducted by Professor Robert J. House of the Walton School of a Business. It was inspired by Hofstede's work. It was began in 1919. It covered 7,300 middle managers in 95, 951 organizations in 62 societal cultures. Uh, so the concept arising out of the study are uncertainty avoidance. First is the uncertainty avoidance. The concept is here, which is the extent to which uncertainty is avoided by relying on established social norms. We discussed this little while ago. We follow some rules. Uncertainty avoided way will keep on following these rules because we do not want to take risk, because this risk could be disastrous for our environment. So we want to maintain status quo in our environment, similar to conversationalism as discussed by Professor Scholz. So power distance again in the previous again the certain discuss in the previous, like institutional collectivism refers to the degree the collective distribution of resources rewarded. Do we emphasize upon the collective distribution of resources, or do we focus on individual having a different kinds of resources? You do, you do you earn what you earn because of your own efforts, and whether you are contributing to society or not, it doesn't make a difference. It contribute your society, it has to go on your resume. So you are own to do things just because they should benefit to your society, but those things go on your resume. So that is individual rewarding of resources of contribution. In other society, in places like in India, traditional society, we say that if you give with one hand, the other hand should not come to know. So if I contribute my environment, so for the help it grow, or if I make it more comfortable, if I really want to do things sincerely, something sincerely, I should not even acknowledging myself. And we are all the I assume that everybody contributing to the society for this society is greater good, and that this contribution collectivism. So we are collectively contributing whatever we can to environment, and we are helping the environment to grow, and we have been acknowledged as sincere member of our environment. And in group collectivism is the degree to which individual express tried loyalty and cohesiveness in society. So do I consider my part of the smaller group is my community? Do I wear my affiliation with the group with the sense of pride? Do I express loyalty to my group or on my own? These things are also connected to individualism or collectivism, and this is term collectivism. It could be institution or in group. So you know, part of that group, gender egalitarianism is the degree to which the society minimizes the gender role differences, and this is the non-acceptability of different genders of people from different gender of people contributing similarly to the environment. We say, you know, if you are contributing something, it will be quantified, and once you quantify it, this will measuring. So some societies say that the other men and women are different, they make different contribution, and you cannot really draw comparisons between orange and apple. So in some society, gender role is minimized. This during human beings, so and so human beings similar weight, similar height, similar energy level, you do this and you will get what you want. In other society, the different societies taken into an account while evaluating contribution. Assertiveness is the degree which is the display of emotion. Other society do not accept the display of emotion or confrontation or assertiveness or aggressive in social relationship. Future orientation is the degree to which society engages in future planning, investing, and delaying gratification. This is very closely linked to the long-term orientation and is expressed by Hofstede. So, what we are really focusing on, have we focusing on the long-term goals or having near into enjoy life as it come, and so do taking it from where. Performance orientation is the degree to which individuals are rewarded by for performance improvement. Again, this is one thing that we sort of differ of societies. In some culture, in some societies, improvement in performance something that is expected. In other culture, every small improvement in performance is rewarded. We differ on this. So next is human orientation, is again the degree to which individuals are rewarded for being fair, altruistic, the end, altruistic, friendly, and kind. I mean, again, it reward could be subjective. So you know, it is we consider something that you really are expected to do, or you given special positive reinforcement for exhibiting this positively human race. Now today lecture insert, we are running the little bit behind because I just got into the explanation. So what we will do is uh, I will provide you some food for thought, and we will finish the institutional different studies in the next class. Okay, so see here some points for discussion. So for today's so you may get the ideas, and you may collect the ideas information about how the theories proposed by Hofstede, Shaws, Trompnars, and Globe study relate to you or specific environment. I want you to think about the similarity in these studies. I want you to find out how this differ and also how this concept relate to you a specific environment, and help you in understanding some your specific environment better, and then we'll take it from the next class. Means in short, just find out the different theories proposed by these Hofstede, Shaws, Trompnars, and Globe studies. Okay, and what similarity you will find out by observing these concepts. Okay, let us stop here. Thank you.